What's going on, folks? It's been a while since I've shared any art with you, and I figured it was as good a time as any to share something I created in virtual reality. I do this three-dimensional type of painting within virtual reality, and I wanted to have kind of a cool, singular subject to really bring out the drama that I can get with a piece in VR. So um, I chose a story from the Old Testament that's always intrigued me. This account is in 1 Kings chapter 18, and this is specifically referencing verse 38, where the fire of heaven comes down. There's an opportunity with this account to really give it the drama that the description in the scripture has. So I really took some time to really go into it and try to be as accurate as I felt like I could be. But I think it came out real cool. So let's check out the build video, and I'll show you how I put this together. It's pretty cool. The very first bit of this video is just me simply reloading the art back into the program. I had already kind of sculpted the main character there, and my recording software, for some reason, I had an issue with it. They updated it or something, but so I missed that first little part. But this, as you can see, I put the rocks together, and I'm doing the wood and the sticks that were there on the sacrifice as well. This is where I was positioning everything. You know, these are they're like paint brushes, but they have volume to them. So it's almost like playing with clay or plaster or something of that nature. This is where I got that main part created, and I decided it was time to build up the terrain. Those other parts are kind of suspended in the middle of the scene, and I was going to build the terrain up to them. So this is where I'm kind of pulling out all the little rocks and all the little jagged things, and just trying to get some texture that looked halfway like they were standing on a mountain, on Mount Carmel. But this a lot of times I stay away from these brushes because they tend to use a lot of memory and make the actual data file for this art huge. But in this case, since it was kind of a singular object, a singular moment in time, without too much extra needed, that I would use them. And it does give it a nice three-dimensional, almost like a diorama kind of look to it. And that's kind of what I was going for. Here I had the background changed to another color just so I could kind of more easily see where I had things. I took the stones that I'd used for the altar and made a whole bunch of duplicates, and in different sizes, different shapes and things. And this is where I was kind of hand placing all the rocks in and around the mountain, and trying to give it a natural look, you know, like you would find in nature, and not something that was too perfect. I finally got to the point where I felt like I needed to add some kind of dirt or texture of some sort to the surface between the rocks. And after a little while, I think it came out pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. And you know, a lot of this, I'm not going for absolute perfection. There I had some guides that I had placed so that the fire coming down, I could have it coming straight down. So I had some guides. This is when I was starting on the flames, and you know, it starts out looking like lightning, but it's mainly because, you know, the very center of that flame, the hottest part, is going to be bright white, and so I used that as kind of my guide, and then I built the flames out from those center white areas. You can see here now where I'm starting to finally add color, and that's when it started really getting exciting. And as I continue to go further into it, making these flames, I start adding the oranges and reds, and that's when they really start fleshing out. I kind of wanted to simulate a point in the sky, maybe where all of that was coming from. I think that turned out really cool. But this is where I was finally getting down to where the flames are getting down into the trench of water. There we go. And then I was adding a little edge there on the side where the light from the flames would be reflecting on the dirt that was maybe dug out of the trench, you know. And this is when I started going in with a little bit more of a defined brush. It's still almost a light. It's very transparent, but I'm defining those flames a little better, just so they don't look like orange or yellow lightning. You know, I'm trying to give them a little bit more of a flow to them. I think that turned out pretty cool. There, I'm getting a little bit more up into the plume of fire that's at the top. This is when I got to the point where I was adding the little details, the sparks that are flying out. You know, the whole implication here is that the fire is coming down almost with force, and that it's kind of blasting everything. So I've got the sparks and the flames coming out of the gaps in the stones, coming out of all the area where the sacrifice and the wood are on top. And then this was the last little bit, was me setting it up to film. So let's check out the final. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. What do you think of that? I hope y'all enjoyed that. I thought it turned out pretty cool. And, you know, if you want to read the whole account, the whole story and everything that goes with that piece, once again, it's 1 Kings chapter 18. And it's a good read, man. I hope you check it out. If you like that kind of stuff, if you want to see some more, let me know. Let me know. If you have any recommendations or questions, leave me a comment, leave me a like, click the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I need it all right? But let me know if you like it. I enjoyed this one a lot, and I hope y'all enjoyed checking it out as well. God bless you. God bless America, and y'all take care. I'll see you next time.